Hi everyone. Waiting on a few of you to join me before we get started and talking about negative energy, negative people, toxic energy, toxic people. So hold on a minute until you join me. Okay. So I want to talk about your circle. Many of us, they're persons that we hang with. We have our friends, we have our siblings, you know, and they don't mean to be mean or to say bad things. But we have people in our circle that are very negative. And that is toxic to us, to your well being. It is totally toxic energy. And you know, the persons that know you very well, those are the persons tend to be very negative. Your parents, your inner circle friends, siblings, aunts, uncles, the persons that knows you very well has the most influence on you. And so, say if you're someone that always used to get in trouble or locked up and you've now changed, they would say, well, I remember when you used to be locked up all the time in jail. Isn't that just a negative, toxic thing to say? So what I'm saying is that you have to stay away from persons that are very negative. It is very toxic to be around negative people. You know, I taught a girlfriend of mine that anytime you receive a phone call, especially if it's someone known to be negative, you answer with high energy. Hey, what's up, girl? And so they'll never get a chance to talk about their problems or what the negative issue is, because light will always overshadow dark, and positive will always overshadow that negative. Say you have friends over, and those are the ones that tend to be the most negative, which you have to stay away from. I find myself lately deleting people from Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, because they're not supportive and they're negative. And you want to stay. A successful person who has a very successful marriage, you'll never see them hang out with very negative people. People that are very successful in their lives, wealthy, rich, has a good home and happy, will never be hanging with negative people. Because it's toxic. And the persons who knows you well, more than anybody else, are the ones that tend to be so toxic. You know? Say, and this is just an illustration, say you have friends over, and here it is now, you have a wonderful relationship, and they would say, boy, I remember when you was a playboy, and your spouse didn't know that. Can you imagine what that is going to be like with your spouse? And so you really have to stay away from persons that bring a lot of negative energy to you. You can never do anything. If you start a business, they're going to critique it. Well, I thought you was going to do something else. In life, all of us, we want people, and the saying goes, to fan your fire, to uplift. So if I'm going to be around you and you are negative, what purpose does that serve me? It brings me down. It makes me feel bad about anything that I'm trying. If I'm trying a new business, if I'm in a relationship, whatever it is that I'm doing, you have something negative to say, then you need to be deleted. And we have to come to that point, you know, where we really have to say, these people are toxic to me and for my well-being. And so that circle, you have to narrow down that circle, because it's not good for you. And oftentimes, because we grew up with the persons, because they are family friends, because they are brothers, our sisters, our siblings, we just allow them to come and to be negative and feed us toxic energy. You are in control of who you allow in your life. Do you want negative people in your life? I don't want negative people in my life. I want people in my life to fan my fire, to uplift me the same way that I do to them. And every person that's in my circle knows. No negative news. I don't want to hear about the news, what's going on in the news. No negative. Everything that we talk about, it's light, it's positive, it's uplifting. And that's the way I choose to be. I make a choice. And so if you're in my circle, then you're not going to be negative. And if you're negative, you're not going to be in my circle. And my circle is very small already. So guys, choose to be around positivity. Choose to be around light. It doesn't matter who it is. Even if it's your mom or your dad. Whenever you call them or if they make a remark, you have to say, you know, Mom, that's a negative comment you just made. And I would prefer in the future for us, our conversation to always be very positive. I said that to my mom. I said, Mom, please don't tell me anything about the news because I know you're so into the news. I don't want to hear anything about what's happening in the news. When we talk, it's all, she knows it's all positive, it's all uplifting, and she now knows that. And so guys, I can tell you that being positive is so much more worthwhile than being negative and being around negative, toxic people. So choose your circle. Alrighty, so not gonna be long. I love you guys. Connect with me on all of my social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, I have a Facebook fan page and my website. I will leave that above and below. Click on those links. Much love. Mwah.